Welcome to this explainer from the Foundry by Forge College. I am so thrilled to have you here at the Inventor's Workbench today. You know, if you've been following along with us, we've been forging some incredibly powerful gears in our previous lesson on testing and performance evaluation. We built out IPFS pinning pipelines, Filecoin storage architectures, metadata schemas, and we tested them all rigorously. But here's the thing, a pile of perfectly forged gears just sitting on a desk, that's not a machine. So today is the day we put on our engineering goggles, pull out the technical blueprints, and finally assemble everything into a complete, reviewer-ready Capstone submission.
Here's a quick look at our assembly blueprint for today. First up, we've got the final assembly process, followed by gathering our core components. Then we'll cover automating tests, packaging the bundle, hitting the ultimate checkpoint, and finally, shipping the masterpiece. Let's get right to work.
All right, part 1, the final assembly process.
So this is the critical transition phase, right? We're moving from building isolated components to actually putting your entire decentralized NFT storage machine together. To really get why assembly matters so much, we have to look at the two states your project can live in. On one side, you have the fragmented project. And let's be honest, this is a messy nightmare. Scattered files, missing logs, scripts that mysteriously only run on your specific laptop, and documentation that mostly just exists in your head. Not great. But on the other side, we have the verified submission. This is pristine, it's predictable, it's a single cohesive bundle where every component just snaps together flawlessly, proving exactly what you built.
Which brings us to a very real universal developer dread, brilliantly summed up by this quote right here. I cloned your repo, ran it, and my computer caught on fire. 0 stars. I mean, we laugh, but we've all absolutely been there. Either as the poor person trying to run poorly documented code, or, let's face it, the one who actually wrote it. Ultimately, empathy for the reviewer is our absolute main goal today. Because if the reviewer can't safely and easily operate your invention, then, for all practical purposes, your invention just doesn't exist.
Moving on to part 2, gathering the core components. Okay, before we start assembling, we need to lay all our finished parts out neatly on the workbench. You can't assemble what you don't have, right? So here are the 6 core acceptance criteria. Think of these as the 6 essential structural bolts holding your project together. You need a complete implementation, a reproducible runbook, security evidence, automated tests and validation, performance metrics, and lastly, a clear demo script. Listen, if even one of these bolts is missing or loose, the entire Capstone machine is going to fall apart during the reviewer's inspection. We definitely don't want that.
Now, out of all those bolts, the absolutely most crucial one is the deployment runbook. This is literally the most important assembly manual you're ever going to write. It contains the exact commands, the environment variables, the config files, everything needed to seamlessly reproduce your environment. The runbook is the bridge between your local machine and the reviewer's reality. It's what translates "well, it works on my machine" into "it works on every machine."
Okay, section 3, automating tests and evidence.
A well-built machine doesn't just look pretty on paper, right? It has to conclusively prove that it actually runs. And in the Web3 storage world, proof means archival evidence. This is the irrefutable receipt of your invention's success. We're talking about the actual logs, the receipts, or the simulator outputs that definitively prove your NFT metadata isn't just, floating in the ether somewhere. It proves it's safely and securely anchored with long-term storage guarantees on Filecoin. So make sure you pack those receipts in the box.
So, how do we bring this whole thing up to a professional polish? Well, you need your IPFS integration tests passing. You need those Filecoin mock assertions working perfectly. But hey, don't be afraid to use some AI-assisted vibe coding here. It's super helpful. You can use AI to generate any missing end-to-end test cases or to help refactor and polish your documentation into a really crisp checklist. Just one quick tip, though. Remember to save your AI prompts and responses. Provenance is totally key here. Reviewers love to see exactly how you utilize these tools to accelerate your workflow.
All right, section 4, packaging the submission bundle.
We've gathered the parts, we've tested them, and now it is time to securely box up the invention. Think of this as a highly methodical 6-step mechanical assembly manual. Step 1. Prepare your repository by creating a dedicated submission directory. That folder is your box. Step 2. Finalize your tests inside that box. 3. Drop in your archival evidence. 4. Do a final polish on your documentation. 5. Package and tag it, which usually just means creating a release branch and a lightweight Git tag.
And finally, step 6. Run your final test and demo strictly from inside that new submission directory, just to make absolutely sure everything works in isolation.
Now, this perfectly illustrates the final touch of our packaging phase, the submission manifest. It's basically the precise shipping invoice taped to the outside of your crate. It lists the exact files, sure, but more importantly, it includes the SHA-256 checksums. And this mathematically guarantees the integrity of your artifacts. It proves that what you packed is exactly what the reviewer is opening. No tampering, no accidental overwrites, just pure, verified code.
Moving right along to Section 5, passing the ultimate checkpoint. Before we go and put this crate on the cargo ship, we have got to pass our own rigorous QA tests. This checkpoint consists of 3 mandatory tasks. Task A is reproducibility check, meaning clone it to a completely fresh environment and see if it actually spins up. Task B is running those functional and end-to-end integration tests to make sure you get a clean pass on everything. And Task C, this one is critical. Security validation. This cannot just be optional commentary, folks. You must provide traceable remediation evidence. So if you found a vulnerability in the threat modeling phase, you have to point to the exact commit hash where you fixed it.
So that brings up a really crucial question we have to ask ourselves. What happens if a reviewer just cannot follow your runbook? Well, the answer is kind of brutal, but it's honest. The technical merit of your entire implementation is completely obscured. Honestly, it doesn't even matter if you wrote the most elegant, highly optimized Filecoin integration in history. If the reviewer can't boot it up because of, say, one missing environment variable, your project fails the evaluation. Reproducibility is literally just as important as correctness.
And finally, Section 6, shipping your storage masterpiece.
You've followed the steps, you've checked all the boxes, which means it is officially time to seal the patent application and lock the crate. If there's one incredibly important concept I want you to take away from this explainer, it's the idea of the canonical snapshot. Your submission bundle proves exactly what ran, how it ran, and when it ran. It just completely eliminates any ambiguity. And I want to highlight that this kind of meticulous, organized approach to development, that is a core part of the learning framework within Forge College programs. Because we don't just teach you how to write code, we teach you how to engineer reliable, verifiable software systems that can genuinely stand up to professional scrutiny.
Just look at how far we've come on this timeline. From the initial project kickoff, to designing the storage architecture, right through testing and performance, and now, finally, the Capstone assembly. You have literally built a secure, decentralized vault for NFT metadata from the ground up. And this perfectly sets the stage for what comes next, which is attaching human-readable identities to that data using ENS naming services.
So I'm going to leave you with this final, somewhat provocative thought. Are all your components secured, verified, and totally ready to ship? If the answer is yes, then huge congratulations on successfully completing your capstone. You've transformed a complex web of IPFS and Filecoin protocols into a tangible, provable masterpiece. I really encourage you to visit forge.college to learn more about this subject, dive into ENS, and explore all the other incredible Web3-related topics we've got waiting for you. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and happy shipping!